tripod and my camera for my laptop is way too high, and I have to lower you guys quite a bit. So I tried to go live on my camera that's attached to my laptop, and for some reason they won't connect to each other. And I really wanted to use my camera. Um, I didn't record yesterday because my ex wanted to go riding around in my Durango before it's taken, probably today. And so if I end this video quickly, that's why they're here to come and get it, and I have to go give them the key fobs and stuff. So if I have to do that to you, I'm so sorry. But we met riding, and he does this thing where he'll see an animal on the side of the road that's really close to the street, and he'll, with no oncoming traffic, he'll drive the normal speed past the animal. And often I have to say, slow down, please don't hit that animal, slow down, and then he will. I figured he was going to do this time, and the squirrel that was on the side of the road ran out in front of him, and he ran over it. And that really bothers me, to kill an animal like that. And that's all I'm going to say about that. It just bothered me, and we were out until my bedtime. And so I just came home and took my sleeping pills and all and went to sleep. 2 hours again. I woke up after an hour of sleep, took another sleeping pill, went back to sleep for maybe an hour, and I've been up ever since. And I'm not even tired. Not yet, anyway. I have this stray, crazy hair that keeps going in front of my face. I still see my beings, entities. I really have to do my eyes, as I've said many times. I have to do my eyes a specific way to see them. And it's like you're not looking at the wall, you're looking at the front of the wall. And when you focus on the retraction of the wall, I hope I'm explaining that right, then you start seeing things moving. Well, I can anyway now. It's like, excuse me, it's like I'm being trained without knowing it. Because one day I just started doing my eyes that way. And I had this feeling that I need to keep doing that for a reason. I don't know what that reason was till now. I'll either catch them by tiny, tiny dots of black or white. Excuse me, gosh. And that's the energy from them. Was it last night? I think it was last night. Let me back up. No, yeah, no, crap. I hate it when I can't remember. But last night I do remember. I was in bed, and I don't remember what I was doing on my phone. My gosh. And it's true if your mind is occupied. For instance, I wasn't doing my color by numbers, I was doing something else. And if you're not focused or trying to feel specific things going on or in your body, you probably will miss it because your mind is occupied. Well, my mind is used to catching things as I'm making my brain busy. And last night I had very little mild vibration in my lower stomach. And I was like, ah, it was so soft. I almost didn't notice it. And I thank them for doing whatever they were doing. I'm not sure what they were doing. And I cannot remember if it was last night or the night before. I looked toward the wall because they always come from the wall that goes toward my face. They don't go on the side of the bed. Well, that depends. They did in the apartment. But anyway, I saw a blue film coming toward me, and I sat up and I put my hand in it, and out of frustration, let me back up. I saw beings, and then they were in the, I'm just now remembering everything I seen. The beings, you could see the outline of them in it. And I almost want to cry. I really almost want to cry because I remembered the things that I've seen. I don't know if this one that I seen was Bob or not, but this is kind of strange to me. I do know that I see in different dimensions, and I'm not sure how. You see, it's usually at night, but now during the day, something will trigger my mind, and I go into a different dimension and I see that same thing. That's hard to explain. I'll explain that to you in a second. But the blue film was there, and I seen a being, an entity. I'm just gonna say entity because being. I don't I don't know. Anyway, so it looked like it was a human, and I waved, and it waved back, and it looked like it was surprised that I seen it, and they were floating upward. And I remember thinking, that's really weird. Why aren't they staying here? And then I saw big almond eyes, and he was up high, but I knew he was a short gray, uh, not like full blood gray. There's a mixture of different gray races. And my guide that I call Bob, I think that was him. I'm not sure, but he was smiling. And twice I seen the big almond eyes, and I was waving. I can't remember if it waved back, and there were beings everywhere. Anyway, I sat up in bed, scooted up, stuck my hand in the film. I didn't even think, no, it wasn't film at first, but I stuck my hand out because I always want them to touch me. And so I had my hand out, and the film came to my hand. And I remember I kind of swished it around, and out of anger, I just kind of pulled my hand back and laid back down because I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you come, show me yourself, and not have a conversation and not touch my hand? They have in the past. But I'm like, that's kind of rude in a way. I feel it's rude. And I've told them many, many times, I need more. I need more. I don't want to see you when you leave. It's like teasing. Nah, nah, nah. You see me. No, you don't. I don't know how to explain that, but it offends me. Um, there was something else I was going to say. I cannot remember. It had something to do with my visit, I think. It was about. I hate that. Maybe I'll talk to you, and then it'll come to me. But anyway, I had put, I think I told you already, but I'm not sure. For those of you who don't know, I have a cognitive impairment, so my memory is bad. But anyway, I put my cot mattress that I had in the Durango on my bed and the other piece of foam, and my body still hurts quite a bit, but it's so comfortable, so I'm sleeping on that. I still can't remember what I was going to say. That's so irritating. But I have to call a dermatologist today. I have a bump right here on my nose that's been there for a while. I don't know what it is, and it's tender. It's not real painful or anything. You have to touch it and kind of like rake your fingernail across it, and it's sensitive that way. And then I have to call the orthodontist, I think, to get a shot in my shoulder. My sinuses are bad today. I'm sorry. What was I going to say? I hate that. But anyway. Oh, I know what it was. It's about me going in different dimensions. Um, so for instance, my ex was driving, and I look around. I just saw a big orb go behind the phone. But anyway, what in the world? I think maybe one is standing behind my phone. But anyway, sorry. Um, my ex was driving, and I saw a business sign, and it was like a brownish, shiny letters. And when I seen that, I automatically went into a different dimension. And those colors of the business name was there also. And I standing there, not physically, I guess it was my soul, I don't know. But I was standing there looking at it and it was lit up slightly and dark. But when I was really seeing it, it wasn't dark. But I'm looking at it and it's dark behind me and it was lit up and I can see myself standing there and I'm like, why am I here? What's going on? I was, kind of confused. And yesterday, while we were riding around, I was popping in and out of dimensions. And I don't want to tell him because I really think that he thinks maybe I'm losing my mind. I don't know. But I was popping in and out of dimensions. We were riding in the country, and certain trees would trigger me. The sky would trigger me. We went through mountains, and that triggered me. And oh, I need to tell you something too. But on that topic, I didn't see entities anywhere in those dimensions I went in. Um, yeah, I lost my train of thought already. It had something to do with the dimensions, I think. I hope you guys are doing well today. I feel I need to do this. Every time I talk to you guys, I need to get a pen and paper and write down the things that I wanted to say to you. I've heard some YouTubers do scripted, and I think I said that right. I think that'd be something that I need to do. Um, oh yeah, there were old buildings that would trigger me too, and it was like a memory, like a deja vu. But I could physically see myself go to a different place and know it's not on Earth. That is so annoying. My thought I was going to share with you came to me. Oh, okay, I got it. I'm not going to let it go. Remember one video I was telling you of a place I went, and then I saw these mountains that kind of scared me. I was doing something yesterday in the kitchen, and something triggered me, and I seen a past life. There's orbs everywhere. I seen a past life that I was in. I was hypnotized when I seen this. I was a male and I was in a cave. We were all similar beings around a fire. We were eating, but we had hair. I don't remember what the front looked like, but it was bald on the sides. And then we had hair that went down our back of our neck all the way down to maybe the middle of the back or the tailbone area. And I don't think we were wearing clothes, but I didn't see any private parts. But the point of that is in the hypnotizing that I do, you have on a cloud, and then when you're coming down from the cloud, you're going into a year where you were at that you needed to view. Let's say like 1930, you were in a past life there, and you had to learn a lesson, and you're like hypnotizing. But when I was coming down from the cloud, I seen mountains of the same shape and color just about as I was coming down, but it looked like they were moving, which was weird. So I don't know if those two are tied or not. It could be, but I'm not sure. I wouldn't think it would be, coming to think of it, because the beings would not be able to drive vehicles, and I saw vehicles there. So maybe it was a, what do you call it, a parallel universe, where like it's Earth and then another planet that's really similar to Earth but tiny bit more advanced. And I say that because I've discussed this on my videos, and it was about, I wasn't dreaming this, I could tell you that, because it was really vivid. I was in a vehicle with somebody and I was in the back seat, and we were driving, and everything was so green, so clean. It was so beautiful that you just wanted to get out of the vehicle and walk. That way you're going slower and you can view everything. And then we turned right, and I looked, and it was a Walmart. but it looked like a log cabin Walmart. It was all brown with huge logs, and the sign was brown, and Walmart was a tan, the words. And we drove, as we turned right, we drove to the back of the Walmart, and you could see houses that were so perfectly manicured. There were plants and bushes, whatever, that was trimmed in shapes. And we turned behind Walmart and it was clean. Oh my gosh, it was so clean. And I'm sitting there and looking at all these houses, beautiful. And then we were going left behind Walmart and there were apartments. And this whole time I realized that the streets were wet. It had just rained, it seemed like. These apartments, all of them on their balconies had outside furniture. And they had their cushions and slats on the side of their patio. And then the couch part was tipped with the back going up. It was like here's the couch. This is the bottom and this is the back. They tipped it over like this, I guess to protect what, I don't know. I'm not sure, but all of them did that. But it was so beautiful. And it wasn't real bright. Like the sun was not as bright as it is here, but I knew it was daytime. It might have been like around 5. And I want to say, me saying that out loud, that they don't go by time there. It's, yeah, they don't go by time there. And I think I'm getting information. That's why I keep looking around. It's like I said before, me being a medium, I go left and right to get information, and it's like a scan. And then I get information, then I tell you. Also, they don't work like we do. We work 5 days a week, 9 hours because of lunch, and sometimes we work overtime. Well, they're working like 4 days a week, 4 hours. And that's the way it's supposed to be, because we're not supposed to be slaves for everybody else. And if we need things like healthcare and that type of environment that I was just talking to you about, they barter. They go up to somebody who knows healthcare and say, "Hey, I have all of these vegetables or linen. I make you some clothes or whatever in exchange for medical care." And that's the way we're supposed to be, but we're not. And I think that's sad because Earth is so difficult. Um, it's slave driven, actually. And we're working for the rich, and the rich are enjoying their life. They're retiring early, not working, and we're making their money for them. And that's really wrong. We shouldn't have to live like that. It's, if you sit and really think about it, I know you know it's right. I wouldn't mind working 4 days a week, 4 hours a day. And I'm assuming that would be like spending money if we need clothes, I don't know, food. I'm also getting the impression that that planet with the Walmart I was telling you about doesn't have a winter. The season, I think, is year round, kind of like in the 75-degree, and you can grow vegetables every day of the year. And I don't know if they're saying, or that planet is talking to me because they talk too. Um, they grow the vegetables year round, and they do have animals. They do not eat their animals. Their animals are very similar to ours. They have some of their insects are different, and their birds, some of them are different. Everything is more brilliant there for the animals in color. Um, I'm seeing one. It kind of looks like a beaver slash hedgehog, kind of. It's kind of cute. It's prickly. The hair, kind of like a porcupine, but they don't come out of the animal. And I see a hand, and they're holding it like they're showing me, like, here, look. And it looks happy. The animal really looks happy. I don't know why sometimes I just don't see entities in the places I go in different dimensions. I see cars, I see mountains, and you see houses. I was told just now living quarters, but I'm assuming the houses. But I don't know why I don't see the entities walking around. I'm there, why not? Why can't I see them? I'm not sure. Maybe I just transport there to a certain aspect and I don't understand it. They're telling me and I don't understand it enough to explain it. I'm there, but I'm not there. So, me not being there completely is why I don't see the beings walking around. That's what I was just told. And that it's really hard to wrap my head around. I do know there's certain things that we as humans cannot wrap our head around. And me being a medium and trying to go and get information like that is just difficult to my human side because I can't wrap my head around it. And sometimes if I relax, when I'm talking to somebody and I'm getting information, sometimes I get more information. The one where the beings were talking to trees, I saw the beings in that one. But not, I don't, yeah, okay, I remember. It was coming back. I was going to say not their faces, but they're blue aliens. I remember now. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, I feel like today's going to be a good day. I I'm going to keep trying to see these entities with my eyes more often. Oh yeah, I wanted to say something. 2 days ago, I think it was, when I seen the entities with my eyes in broad daylight. Not their whole body. Well, I saw their whole body. They were like in a film, and one of them walked up to the bed and was bumping it. And all day yesterday, I was thinking, why did it do that? Was it trying to tell me something? Because that being had to know that just is irritating to me. And then I remember thinking yesterday, I wonder if it was saying, yes, you're seeing me now, and I'm bumping on the bed to get your attention. And I'm thinking, do they want me to get off the bed and walk toward them to go somewhere? They know I want to go somewhere, so why don't they just levitate me out? And I know they could do that. Maybe I have to voluntarily do it. I don't know. But why bump the bed? I don't understand that. If any of you know, let me know in the comments because I'm confused about the bumping on the bed. In the entities I seen, they didn't. No, let me back up. The entities that I seen, I felt no bad energy. But I'm so protected, I don't know if that blocks my perception of their bad energy because I surround myself every day with white light with a golden shell around it. But I say, I have that until I cross over permanently. And every now and then I'll say that. I don't say it every day, but I say it every now and then just in case, just in case it fades away. But yeah, I'm going to keep trying harder and harder to see these entities. I know that I have to train my eyes in doing that because that is how I seen them 2 days ago. And all day they were, excuse me, oh my God, all day yesterday, or not yesterday, that day that I seen them, I kept seeing things doing this, but it was like a white swoosh. And I'm looking around and I'm like, that must be my glasses. They're being glared on somehow. And they kept doing that. And it was in the kitchen and they came in the bedroom. It was the same thing. And then I seen it go by in front of me and I was like, okay. And now I'm watching what's going on. And then I did my eyes the way I keep talking about. And then I saw it. And I'm like, oh my God, hey. And so, yeah, they read my mind. They know. I do have a feeling I went somewhere yesterday. Nope, last night. And I think that's why I was wide awake after an hour and then went back to sleep and wide awake. I have a feeling since we have time here in which we're not really supposed to have time, I do think they took me and brought me back, and it just seemed like it was an hour. I assume. I still can't wrap my mind around that. I was told if you go somewhere, you're there for a while, but then when you come back, it was only like 5 minutes, kind of. I know I described that goofy. But anyway, I'm going to end this here. I love you guys tremendously. I'm sorry I didn't put a video out last night, but I was sad and distressed and all that jazz. Poor squirrel. But anyway, I love you guys. I'm going to send each and every one of you love, light, and peace. Bye.